All right, I thought I would do one more quick video. This is with iRacing and the new RTX 5090. This is an MSI Trio Overclock Edition paired up with an i9-14900 Intel processor, 64 gigs of RAM, running it with the Samsung G9 57-inch, which is essentially like two dual 4K monitors at 240 hertz because of the new DisplayPort 2.1B, I think it is. You have to have a special DisplayPort cable that can handle like 8K. And so I have all of that, and I've been testing a little bit, and I wanted to show you guys my settings. I went into the NVIDIA control panel, just did kind of your normal things, nothing crazy, and then went in here, maxed everything out. I mean, from what I can see, for the most part, everything is pretty much maxed out the way you should have them if you want highest quality. And it's interesting. I mean, this is really getting taxed, and I know that the task manager necessarily doesn't show you the details of your CPU and GPU, but I'm getting about 30% usage on my CPU, 50% usage on my GPU, at least in Task Manager. I'll let you guys look at those settings just for 1 second, and then we'll go out and we'll run this race with a full field. And I think you'll be kind of surprised what it is. I mean, considering how beefy this computer is. I'm just trying to, max it out. And I also did a video, first look video where I did not have my OBS set up the way I normally have it, with like the highest CQP settings and stuff. I mean, YouTube steps on videos, don't get me wrong, but at least this one I'm going to try to get up in the highest quality possible. And then of course the iPhone just kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like on my screen. So we'll just, look at some different things. So let's go ahead and go out to the grid, and we'll be ready to go. You can see just kind of in the idle mode, you're getting 197. I mean, even in the replays and stuff, some different things I was testing. I think the mirrors are one of the biggest impacts that I've noticed. And this car, I love the Mustang GT3, has that digital mirror, and I think that, along with the other two, I have those at high quality. Definitely a lot of tasking going on. You can see 230 there. So let's go ahead and go to the grid, and we'll just kind of talk along the way. You can see it starts off when the cars are loaded. When they're not loaded, I was seeing 200, and then the cars start to show up and they drop.
Okay, mate, get ready.
I'm obviously not that worried about the race. I just want to talk about, all the performance and everything. Turn this microphone down a little bit. This is Mid-Ohio. It has a lot of trees. The track that's close by me that I've driven in real life, so it's just kind of nice, to get the feel for it and everything. You can see, I mean, with all these cars and everything, I'm about 90 frames a second. And I mean, here's the deal. In my opinion, from what I've been testing so far, 90 to 100 is fine. And then when you start gapping out, I was seeing about 120. We'll see how I'm drawing, the whole field. You're already at 110. So it's not that this is not performing. Oh, look at that guy diving in. Might have to drive more aggressive here to keep up. This is the learning AI model, so be interesting to see if it's how much better it is. I showed a set of Corsa Evo, and that AI is kind of a mess right now, but it's a early access version. 110. Man, must have cold tires, I'll tell you that. This is a fun car to drive, though. Fun track, too. Technical track. All these little elevations. Tough to pass. You gotta really pick your battles on where you think you're gonna take someone. I mean, I love the digital rearview mirror. We'll take a little esports line here. I would not take my car up all the way on this curve, but you can do it in iRacing and not get it off track. So 107, still tons of cars in view. So it'll be interesting to see if we can maybe gap out a little bit more. Ooh, I pushed the carousel a little much there. 122 in that corner. I mean, it's the cars, and I think it's the shadows all being on. They're very taxing. And since I have shadows on with so many cars, 120, I think that's a lot of it. Gonna let that guy in there. Try to make sure I'm keeping up here. I'm not talking too much. I'm not used to talking and driving or looking at FPS, that's for sure. Gotta get used to this car though. 118. I mean, this is completely drivable. If you wanted to run 4K max settings, I think taking off from the grid, being at 90 or whatever we were, and during the race being 110 to 120, I think you're fine. I mean, there you go. You saw like 90 there for a second. And you could always cap it out if you wanted to. Losing some cars behind me, even though they're back there. Maybe get some jumps. Oh, I thought I'd get him and he'd give up there. Kind of got to short shift this car a little bit in Mid-Ohio too when you're off camber and get loose fast. 120, I mean constant 120, 130. Wow. See if we can manage to get him on the next inside. Oh, he's holding. I have a wide field of view in that mirror too, which also makes a difference because it sees more. I think, what was that, at 100? You could make it even wider, but I mean, look at that. I'm rolling 130 now, and there's still a lot of cars. You don't have to draw that many cars. What's weird is I was messing with the draw, and it wasn't really changing anything. So that's why I feel like it's the shadowing. It only takes a couple cars. .90, so you're still getting some low spots.
125, 136.
Oh. The esports line almost threw me off there. I'll also, if you guys can't see it, down the straightaway, I'll get out of the way and show you the mirror on the left, so what I can see. I'll get out of the way here. See the mirror over here. I have them in high quality, and that's the one thing I really appreciate iRacing versus the Assetto Corsa Evo, is that the mirrors there in Ultra were actually a little blurry, where these are very clear. I mean, it's like utilizing the 4K to, like, that's really cool. Oh, I'm gonna tap them. Oh, 0x. All the elevations in Mid-Ohio, you can get so loose so easy. Driving this in real life, you know, I leave my traction control. I leave all the assists on. Why wouldn't you use them? You know, you can feel them kicking on sometimes and question yourself. 125. I love this track. So I'll talk about the setup really quick until the end of the race. This is a Simucube 2 Pro with SimCore extension and the GSI 50mm extension to bring it out far enough to drop the 57-inch screen down. I was talking about this, I think, in the first video. And then you can get, I have the GSI Hyper P1 back enough to where it all matches up quite well. I wish you could save your seat height and everything per car. I don't understand why you can't do that in iRacing. It seems like it would be such a simple thing, but maybe not. I got a little aggressive there. Oh, I got a warning for cutting the track. Talking and not paying attention now. But I think it's important when you get, the reason I got this monitor is I really wanted the height. It's just, you know, it's very immersive. You don't gain a whole lot of width. But when you can lower it down like that, it gives you more of that feeling the steering wheel is right where it should be. And yet you still have your height and everything. Whoa, whoa. This car is powerful. I mean, you can break it loose very easy. Got to be smoother on the throttle. But I really like the monitor. I mean, the 4K iRacing. I didn't know it was going to be this much of a difference. And I was talking about how the Samsung G9, the 57-inch mini LED version, it might not have as high as contrast as some of the other monitor technology out there, you know, being a mini LED. But I think that, you know, if you have HDR turned on and you're utilizing all the, you know, resolution and everything, looks great to me. I mean, the shadows look really cool. There we go. We got him that time.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go. Go past, mate. Fucking awesome.
Got the crew chief. He's all excited. This guy's slow. So I wonder if that's the AI slowing down because I wasn't passing people with that new model that they have, or he's slowing down from the pack ahead of him. 130 FPS in that spot all the time. It's funny how certain parts of this track seem to be a higher FPS. See if I can use my esports line again. This is only, I think, a 10-minute race. Figured that'd be long enough for you guys to get a really good feel for everything. It's always lower on the front, probably all the grandstands, I would assume. Try to get a run on him here. I feel like you always got to take him on the inside on this corner. Stick your nose in there. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Little short shift. Got him. Kind of fun racing the AI, especially, you know, I don't drive this car hardly at all, and I like it. It's fun. Gets you out on whatever track you want with whatever car. And, you know, being on this track in real life, I'll tell you what, iRacing does a good job. It's good representation. It's repaved now, though, and they also just did a modification to the beach there where it's flat. You don't think you have that bank anymore coming off that straightaway, so they're going to have to rescan the track. Hopefully they do. It's a great track. I think a lot of people wanted that not to get flattened out. Here's the last lap right here. It's got to be all the grandstands set to high. You always see it drop, even with the amount of cars we see here. Low 100s. Be interested if anybody thinks that that's a deal breaker for them, that they wouldn't want to get down close to 100. Seems really smooth to me. See if I can carry some momentum here. I was hoping I'd take a different line and slingshot around him a little bit, but I'll try to outbrake him here. Ooh, he broke late. So is that the AI adapting a little bit? Because he broke way later than any of them have been breaking. I think the details on the cars in 4K, you know, and then you can see the shadows on the glass, and they've updated that lighting model in this latest update. It looks really good. Looks really good. I don't think I'm gonna have a chance here. Nope. So let me know what you guys think. That was a little 10-minute AI race for you, Mid-Ohio with the GT3. Like I said, it's RTX 5090 with i9 14900 with the Samsung G9 57-inch running in 4K. Looks like, I'd say the average was around 110 to 120. Look at it jump way up right away. It was all the way up to like 140, 150 there for a second. So, not bad. Let me know what you think.